Okay, we're good.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Off on our little side quest. Uh, as of the end of our last session, Azathan and Thea decided they needed to go and do some shopping. Without testing the walls or the boundaries or the entry, decided that um, going back to Nulzar's gate was unacceptable. There were far too many troops that were suddenly there. Um, and instead, Thea worked out how to find NoTown. And off they went in search of NoTown by way of their old hideout in the converted Temple of the Willing, where Thea got the opportunity to meet with her new boss, or something like that. After taking an opportunity to allow a certain amount of freedom to him, it was then decided that there was definite need for shopping, and that's pretty much where we left off. As Thea and Azathan were magically transported to the edge of NoTown, having something of an adverse reaction to this whole thing. They decided to stop at the first stand and grab a little light refreshment, perhaps an alcoholic beverage to calm the nerve. The one nerve that remains.
And somebody's tap dancing on it.
I bought you a drink. We're good.
No, 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 no. There is so much not good left about this.
And I am going to continue to enjoy this immensely.
I'm sure you will. Fuck it, I'm letting y'all die next time. uh, this is punishment, I swear.
So here you are in NoTown.
Mm-hmm.
You've had your light refreshment, and now the question becomes where to next?
Well,
How about the guy right next door?
yeah, I guess we're just gonna window shop for a minute. I have my mental checklist of things I am looking for, but I'm open-minded and keeping an eye out for other things of interest, I suppose.
Okay.
So
And
what
the
is...
next, the stand next door has essentially books, papers, scrolls, things of that nature. And the proprietor of said establishment, as you stroll over, is an outlandishly tall goblin. He is all of 4 feet.
Hmm.
He has a veiny, sunburned gray skin, deep set red rimmed eyes, and long, straight red hair. And his back twists in a really weird manner.
Hmm.
And he squints one eye and he says, "What do you want?"
I'm just gonna take a quick look at the stand with the site.
Okay. You open yourself to the site. Things are still a little wobbly,
Mm-hmm.
like they were when you were under the mountain. It is not as pronounced here. It's really very background.
Okay.
It's difficult to say if anything here is particularly magical, you're not going to find like a magic enchanted scroll.
Okay.
But as you sort of look around, number one, his aura
Mm-hmm.
is pretty dark and twisted.
Okay.
And as you kind of glance back over at the food stand where you were, same.
Just for player insight, that's the sort of like that aura is wait, I've completely lost the words. That's indicative of like the kind of person they are, correct?
It can be.
Okay.
It tends to lean that way.
Okay.
You know, brighter, darker tends to be something of an indicator. There are other factors that go along with that. When you look at Thea, for instance, she's got all kinds of stuff going on now, including a really neat red twist right around the edges.
I don't like that. I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna stop using the site for the moment after taking in my immediate surroundings.
There's nothing here outlandish, if that makes sense. It's the sort of thing that you would expect
From a criminal black market. Okay.
Yeah, there's no there's no beacon of anything here. There's no outstanding thing. And the crowd is really light. I mean, you guys are here basically in the middle of the afternoon. There's not a ton of people hanging around.
Okay.
This place isn't really going to start to rock and roll till it gets dark out.
I don't want to be here by then. Okay. Close myself off to the site. Just browsing. Do you see anything, Thea?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Move on to the next stall, I suppose.
Okay.
Are we stopping at this one or the one that actually has a person?
Well, actually, the next one down. Oh. I totally screwed it up. That's on me.
Hmm.
As you walk down, the little short goblin dude
Yeah.
continues to walk down with you and goes in behind the stand where you're looking.
Oh.
Okay.
I was just keeping an eye on it for him. I don't trust you types. With all your reading.
Reasonable. What is at this stand?
This is my stand. This is Dry River Tonics. And as you look across the various things that are out on the table, there are a ton of different herbs here. Little pots, little containers of things. There is a cheese wheel on the table. And it doesn't look super healthy.
That just makes it better, right?
Yes. The blue mold is clearly part of the healthy bit.
Sure.
You can make things from that.
Oh, would he have any dried hangman tree leaves? Hardened plains tree sap in those tonics? Or drops of death root?
Interesting. Roll. Are you going to ask him or are you going to look?
Hold on, let me look and see what. I'm gonna look first because I have a decent chance with that one.
And may I assist? Because I'm also looking for things on my list.
Sure. Absolutely. Both of you can roll your investigations.
Would you want investigation or nature? Because we're trying to identify plants.
Go with nature and give it an extra +2 for investigation. How about that?
That sounds great to me.
22.
put my... I need my character sheet, because I am bad at this. Because I thought I had the correct one there, but I did not. I am an adult. I make adult decisions. I am an adult. I live with consequences. Alright, nature. And plus 2. That's an unnatural 20.
Okay. The first thing you notice, it's not quite this big, but you do notice an ROUS, rodent of unusual size. There is a big rat scurrying around, and as he scurries to the front, the proprietor turns his head, says, "Cheese wheel, leave him alone."
That's adorable.
And you realize the rat actually listens to him and scuttles back into the tent.
He knows who we are.
No. As you're looking through, you do find a number of sort of basic herbs. There's nothing really extraordinary here. Some of them are kind of dry. Like they've been dried out a little too long, maybe. You've got a pretty good sense that there might be some stuff worth having here, but it's a quality issue.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And definitely nothing super exotic like hangman tree leaves.
No.
Could I'm assuming I could find things like lavender flower and catnip.
Yep, you can get some average stuff like that. Absolutely.
Oh, good. I could actually use this.
Is there any acid?
No, he doesn't actually. His stuff is all dry. It's all dry.
Okay.
His stuff.
There are no vials, no liquids, none of that.
And I can use dried plant parts.
There's also some really good cooking stuff in here too. Thyme, basil, that sort of thing.
All very good, useful stuff that I need. Let's see. Going down the mental list here, DM. Plantain leaves. A little out of the way, but probably.
Maybe, but they're probably not great quality.
Fair.
That's something that's a further south kind of thing.
Mm. They certainly won't make for anything amazing, but given their circumstances. Especially because they are noted as dried. Burning bush root. Probably not. Where do you get all of your ingredients from?
You
Pick
don't
'em.
ask that.
Pick them. Clearly.
Fair enough.
He
Thea's
looks at Thea and goes,
As then is nearly face down in the ingredients, just examining them in depth like a fucking nerd.
"Don't snort them. None of those are free."
I won't, I promise.
Thea's just shaking her head at this point.
You took the dude with no criminal background to a market for criminals. This is gonna only go well, isn't it?
I learned my lesson. Next time I'll do a solo thing back. You give me a shopping list.
You learned your lesson! I learned mine! Don't take Thea fucking anywhere! Don't tune... Ugh. Oh! Oh! And I learned my lesson. Me, 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 me. Fucking. Ugh. This is what I get for trying to be helpful. Okay. I can find lavender, catnip, linden flower, poppy seeds, yes?
Yes.
How much? Generic herbs.
How
I
much
know.
do those? How much do those normally go for?
I don't have
Generic, Mr. Generic Herb.
generic.
Okay, an herbalism kit,
Uh-huh.
an entire kit would normally go for 5 gold.
Okay.
So let's call it 4
4 gold for all of those?
for all of that to get you what you need.
Okay. That's not what I need for the health potion, but that'll be very useful for me. Alright, so I'm gonna add in and just into my inventory. Finding some stuff.
And he has this big tent and the little one next to it.
Okay. So I will.
So I mean, you spend a pretty fair amount of time when you're rooting around. You're opening little glass jar covers and little pots with spoons in them. And you're like, what's in here?
I am.
Thea is bored out of her mind in about 3 minutes.
I moved. I'm checking out the other stall.
Oh, that's his stuff too. That's all that stuff. Azathan
it is
diving into all of that, sniffing it, doing this.
I'm gonna see what's up with this guy then.
All right, so you walk over there, and at this particular tent, there are a couple of stools sitting in front of a bench, and there are things, if you will, hanging inside the tent itself. Things like bindings, rope, some small lengths of chain, manacles, stuff like that. The individual that steps out to your right is how tall is your character? I forget.
Hold on. Gotta go to the next page. 5'7".
He's a little bit taller than you, but not a lot. Definitely worse for the wear. As you look at him, tall, wiry, he's got sort of, it's like a dark reddish, but it's like human, but something screwy about it. And his forehead is kind of low, and his brow is kind of extended, and he's got one tusk sticking up here. His right ear is pointed. His left ear is gone. And he's got a big scar across the top of his head, and along his arms, and his like, you see the back of his hands as he comes walking out and he goes to wave. Dude's hands are crisscrossed with scars. He might be missing the tip of a finger, you're not sure. And he comes out and says, "Who are you looking for?" Now, sitting there at the stool is a really pale. This lady's like really pale. There's a woman sitting there, basically dressed in kind of clothes similar to yours, like boots, sturdy boots, pants that look relatively well put together, belt. She's got a whip hanging from her belt, and it looks like it's fairly well used. Um, she's got sharp blue eyes, and as you see her turn her head like that, you also notice when she turns just a little bit that it makes it so that you can't. It would, from a combat point of view, you can't flank her. She's basically turning, so you can't flank her. And as she does it, you notice that she has a dagger on the back of each arm that she can basically cross draw.
Is she like doing that just out of instinct of no one at my back, or is she doing it because I'm me specifically?
You have no idea.
Oh.
Well, who were you looking for? It's a copper up front if I have to read the lists to you.
Okay.
And he gestures with one of his gnarly hands at the pages that are laid out on the table. Can you read? You don't look too clever.
I'm gonna side-eye him and then just give him the copper and read. What are the papers?
You clearly aren't very clever. It's a copper if I read it to you. I'm keeping it. Consider that a learning fee, stupid.
10 out of 10. Best personality we've met so far.
For real.
Azathan
is hearing this and going...
These are bounty sheets.
Oh.
These are people who are wanted for some form or fashion. And how much gold you can get for dragging them back.
Oh. Is there any names that I'm familiar with?
Roll me a 20-sider. Start digging through the lists. Tell me what you see.
Is this part of investigation?
Yes.
Thank you.
We are not about to become bounty hunters. I don't care how much gold is on that list.
19.
You're scrolling along and you literally kind of stutter on one of them. You're like, oh dear. The Lady Elsbeth of Trokal.
Oh. What's the details on that one?
You could claim a fairly substantial amount of gold to bring her in. Azathan, as you hear Thea go, and you look again.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a 20-sider, do an intelligence check just to see.
I have a bad feeling about this. That is an 18.
The lady sitting there with the whip has coral blue hair.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck. 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 Well, there goes our Twitch censorship. Fuck. Oh, shit sticks. Okay. So I'm accelerating my shopping, and I'm going to walk over, excuse me for just one moment, and I'm going to walk over and put an arm around Thea, and also read what she just read, and just start guiding her back with me. We have a conversation we need to have. There are some very interesting herbs you need to come and talk with me about. And we're going to both have our faces in the herbs. What the fuck?
Dude, like, did you see the size of that?
That's the part you're folk. Of course you are. Of course it is.
Hundreds, hundreds of gold.
Of course it is. Don't.
Uh, in one piece, unharmed.
I mean, that's doable.
No, it is not. I'm gonna look at the goblin on the other side of the table. Do you happen to have, as I'm going through and... Oh, for fuck's sake. Burning bush root. Little exotic, but I don't need it in good quality. It's dried.
I don't even know what that is. Why are you still here?
Yeah, let's go.
I will...
Yeah, as you say that, and you look back over, you see blue hair lady and dude kind of leaning in, looking at the page that you left open.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it.
And blue hair lady kind of tilts her head and gives you the side eye.
You're not so good at not causing attention here, Azathan.
You're not so great at not getting us into the shit. I'm gonna pay for the pieces that I've already. I'm going to pay for the ingredients that I've already collected,
Good plan.
and I don't want to be here any longer. We need to go.
We're not done shopping. I have not got a single thing off my list.
We are done shopping.
You can wait at the end. I am not done.
If I leave her, she's gonna get
And you
more shit.
say, I presume you say that loud enough, the I'm not
Yes.
done shopping part.
Yes.
And the lady with the blue hair just goes and turns around and goes back to whatever discussion they were doing.
This is the longest stream of dumb that I have ever had to deal with. But all right, we're gonna keep going. Out of game. I need to step away from my computer for a moment, so Azathan will continue to very begrudgingly escort Thea around and try to mitigate the dumb where he can.
Let's go for this next one.
Okay. As you step up there, you realize that they are playing dice on this table.
Can I perceive anything about the game to see if there's any tricks being played?
Do you have any skill in that sort of thing?
I have perception and I have sleight of hand really high for both of them.
Make a roll.
With one.
What was the first one? You have sleight of hand and what?
I have sleight of hand and perception.
Do a perception roll and give it an extra +2 because of your sleight of hand.
Okay.
So the guy sees you watching, and he goes, "Do you want to join in? Welcome." Step right
23.
up. What's that?
23.
Oh, this guy makes a roll, and you're like, "Oh, that was pretty slick." He replaced one of the dice while drunk dude sitting there didn't catch notice of it. And you're like, well, it's not hard to take money from a drunk, I guess.
I'm gonna just...
Drunk dude's like, oh, I lost again. Welcome.
See if...
Step up. You look like a high roller. We do have special accommodations if you'd like to play. And he actually reaches in under the table and pulls up cards, which he then walks one of the cards down his fingers and flips it around. We could always try a game.
What stakes?
Come on, come inside. You can sit and play a game. Nothing to worry about here. We're just a simple business. You know you want to make some money.
Money's not really what I'm after right now.
Well, we could just play a game and have a little chat. We see all sorts here. Come on into the tent.
Okay.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. He leans over his shoulder. Deetha.
Yeah, at the dark alleys did not learn.
Here's a player. And you step into the tent. Ducking away from Azathan. Once inside the tent, there are a couple of tables there. There's a handful of people sitting there. They're playing various card games. And this lady, who you can only presume is the one that he yelled, Deetha, comes over and says, please, this table here, jump right in. We're just about to start another round. It's a 2 gold piece maximum, so let's not get crazy. And starts dealing out cards. Are you going to play straight?
I'll play the first game straight, and I want to do a perception again to see what is.
Okay. Do a perception roll.
24 if we're doing the +2 with sleight of hand again. Otherwise, 22.
This lady completely shows you, like, dead simple, palm the card, and you went, oh, I know that card. And she finishes out the hand, and everyone else loses, shockingly. But it was blatant, like bad, and the other two didn't notice. Thea seems to have slipped away, Azathan.
Okay.
You turned your head for a moment. She's gone.
Of course she is. Of course she is. Of course she is.
So
okay.
You do see at the table just there are a couple of guys playing dice.
Nope.
And the one guy looks up and says, come on over.
No thanks.
We're about to roll again.
I'm perfectly fine.
Make some money.
I don't need money.
Make a lot of money.
I'm fine. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go wander somewhere else.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at where the fuck did Thea go?
Do an intelligence or a wisdom check, whichever's higher.
Wisdom. Oh, thank gods. That is an 18.
What did the dude just say?
Could make a lot of money. Oh no. The thought is going to process. I'm going to make a lot of money. I am going to start walking away, spin on my heel, and walk over. I'm not going to walk over to the table. I'm just going to look. Where is Thea at this table?
She's not at the outside table.
If she loses all her money, she can't go shopping. But also, she's going to get herself into trouble, because she's going to lose all of her money in a place filled with flavors. How could today get worse? Actually, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to invite that in. No. 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 Did my friend go inside the tent?
Oh, the nice lady? Absolutely.
How much did she pay?
The high rollers roll in here.
Of course they do. How much did she pay to be a high roller?
We don't pay. We can tell. Step right up. Please, come in. I'm certain that their game is just getting started.
To have my luck.
So, second game, we're going to do opposed rolls. So, just give me a 20-sider. You get give me a. Are you going to use sleight of hand? Or are you just going to play another straight hand?
This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever done. Fucking.
I'm going to do another straight hand.
Where the fuck?
Okay, just give me a straight opposed 20-sider roll.
Wait, that means I roll twice and give you the lowest one, right?
No, not advantage or disadvantage. Just roll it.
Oh.
Straight.
17.
So, you don't particularly think she cheated this time, and you actually won this hand. It's a small crappy pot. It's like 5 coppers. It's not a lot. She's like, ooh, someone's lucky. Let's deal him again. What brings you into town, sweetheart?
Oh my god.
You're gonna
Just
do
looking
sleight of
for
hand on the.
something.
You're gonna do sleight hand on the next one.
Yes, I am.
DM, I'm gonna ask this.
Sleight of hand roll.
No.
Oh, luck is on my side tonight. 21.
You kill her on this second hand or this third hand. You're like, oh dear, I've won, and you swipe up another like 10 copper pieces. My goodness, you're terribly lucky. Just shopping, you say? At least you'll have some extra coin.
I'm gonna ask the gentleman outside. You got a outhouse or something? I gotta use the restroom. I gotta somewhere decent.
See all the trees?
Perfect, thanks. I'm gonna walk out of line of sight of pretty much everyone I can fucking find. And I'm gonna, what is the dumbest, least conspicuous thing I can be? Giant poisonous snake, clearly. No, I'm just gonna wild shape into a bird. Just a bird, please.
Okay. So you do.
I do.
You wild shape into a bird.
Yep, and, oh god, I don't have a plan for this. What do I do for this? This seems dumb. Everything about this is dumb. This
Are
is
you going for another round?
Oh my god.
No.
No. Oh, I know what it is. You want to be in with the high roll.
Don't do it! You don't. No.
I hate my character sometimes.
Me too!
We do have a special player.
I hate her too right now.
Is it actually worth the trouble?
No, it is not.
Wow.
No, stop while you are ahead. This is dumb.
That 10.
What is your wisdom score? Why? I'm not helping you again. This is a bad idea. No.
What's the buy-in?
No! Do not go! Do not pass go! Do not collect $200! No! What? 5 go? No! It doesn't matter!
To start,
Why?
when does it increase?
Wow.
Why?
Don't rush things. Take your time.
This is an
It's all
obvious con man and I was in a cult! Why?
Ooh. Speaking of which, my buddy's probably wondering where I'm at.
Why?
I'm good. I'll come back.
Keep an eye out for you. You come out 15 coppers ahead.
Woohoo!
Paramedics are nowhere to be found.
Bruh!
So Azathan, the rat bird. Azathan, the bird in the tree,
Fuck up.
sees sees Thea come rolling back out of the tent, jingling some coins in her hand and putting them in her pocket.
I'm gonna land on her head.
Random bird just landed on your head.
I'm definitely swatting at it.
I'm gonna peck the top of her head.
All right, let's do opposed attack rolls just for fun.
You can see this, correct?
Oh, you got so lucky. I had a natural 1.
And I have a natural 20.
This bird seems to know exactly what you are going to do. Not only do you miss the bird entirely, but the bird jabs its beak into your head so hard you're like, ow, that hurt. And does it again. Like, ow, you're like literally, you're starting to bleed. You're like, not cool.
Damn bird. Freaking issue.
Just start ratatouilleing this shit to try and like turn her out of the way.
Now the bird's pulling on your hair, trying to get you to turn to walk back the way you came.
No, not that way.
Dude, I'm not Snow White here.
I know. You're being attacked by a tiny bird.
Pure as the driven slush.
I'm going to continue to drag forward as this bird's like flapping in my hair.
What can I do to imply this is the end of a luck streak and we need to go?
But I think there's a stall down here that we want to attend.
There's still a bunch of places you can wander to.
Oh, no.
Wandering.
No, for fuck's sake. Alright, I'm just gonna sit as a bird on top of Theo's head for the time being.
On my head. Really?
So, as you walk up to this particular place, there's a really odd collection of things across this table. Musical instrument, random sheets of parchment, ink, needles, wax, little pots of colored goop. There's a lot of weird stuff on this table. And the really short person behind the table who happens to have a flute looks over and goes, "Hello? What an interesting hat you have."
Tweet, motherfucker.
I'm just going to exhale and just say it's not even worth the effort.
You know, as an aside, the fact that all of this is going horribly off the rails, completely worth it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome. I'm Fendrick. This is my shop. Perhaps I could interest you in something.
What do you have?
Oh, something special for you. He gives you this really big, dirty wink. Perhaps I could show you.
How much HP?
Dude's like half your height. Has spiky, bleached out hair. Has complete sleeves of tattoos up either side. wearing a leather vest and leather pants.
Oh, so he's a douche. All right.
This colored goop, is there any like thing saying what it does?
Uh, do an intelligence roll for me.
Oh, that's not a good number to start with. Oh, a 9.
There's a bunch of pots of colored goop, a bunch of needles, and a bunch of parchment paper. But you're not really getting a lot else.
Is it a tattoo shop? I'm getting a tattoo. Sorry.
Please don't get a tattoo from the fucking.
If you want a tattoo, and he double flexes his arms. He goes, "We could draw something up for you. Right next door here at Blood and Ink. We can make it worth your time."
No, I feel like that is
Well, if the tattoo's not going to work for you, maybe something less permanent.
like what?
And he pulls the curtain aside, and essentially he has the dirtiest little sex tent, like
Ugh.
nasty little woodcuts with stamped out pictures, and it's kind of, you're
Ugh.
like, ew.
I need a shower, and it's not even a good one. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just gonna shake my head and walk away.
Don't know what you're missing.
Ugh.
That was the first wise choice she's made today. I'm so proud.
When your creep factor gets that big.
Man, it's not the obvious scan set up at the gambling tent or anything else. It's the creepy dude who looks like he was just birthed from the 90s.
Yes.
I understand our cleric's predisposition to having an aneurysm. Oh, this could not gonna go well.
The result that I have been very well behaved right now. This entire time.
So as you're walking along, those two tents there
Mm-hmm.
are essentially filled with all sorts of adventuring gear. I mean, just your real, like, down to earth, basic shovels, boots, packs, rope, spikes, cloth, just bunches of stuff that you might need, water skin, all that kind of like super basic adventuring gear. It's sort of in a jumble, not particularly organized, and some of it looks like it may have been burned around the edges, or it's got a couple of holes in it here and there. Kind of depends. But it all looks functional.
How about this one? This shiny one over here.
Ooh. Now you have Azathan's attention, I'm sure.
No, no.
What?
What's
Just
here?
looking.
There's in there. Oh, where's my note? I need my note. There's this kind of wiry old dude, faded gray hair, covered in tattoos, including the backs of his hands. Dark brown eyes, and he's got a little bit like a smudge of like soot or something right here. Looking for something?
DM, what do I see at the... What's going to catch my attention at this stall?
This has every sign and or signature of being an alchemical shop or tent. There are little vials, there are little mortar and pestles. There's just sort of this array of stuff, and there are glass vials filled with various liquids.
Oh,
I'm
I have a shopping list.
I'm
Oh,
gonna...
good. A list. What do
Would you
want?
just like the list?
Tell me what you want. I don't have all day.
You got 5 vials of acid.
Which he clearly does. There's not fuck all else going on.
Oh. I'm just
Acid.
going. Do you have
Like-
things more exotic?
Acid. Like you're from that freaking Rockvale.
Do you
Fine.
have things that
acid.
are better?
He starts rooting around underneath the table. Acid. Acid.
Oh, wait. Is there something better than the acid?
For you? No. Acid. Acid. Acid.
while he's down, rooting around through there, I'm gonna hop off her head, and as I'm on the way down, I'm gonna turn back into a person, and I'll just be standing there whenever he pops back up.
Poof! Azathan is standing next to you, and there's no more bird on your head.
God damn it, Azathan! Fucking do it!
Dude picks his head up. Oh. Rumble. Stupid. What? He sets up 3 little glass things. He's like, that's all I got. Acid. There it is.
Well, but how do I get to the what the better stuff is?
These are going to cost you 5 gold each. Do you have the money?
Yes.
15. Let's see it, or go away.
I'm gonna give him 15 gold pieces.
While he's pointing, I don't know if this is a detail that you would have included. I want to take a look at his fingertips. What I'm specifically looking for is if he's just the dude who's selling it, or if he's actually works herbalism and has the detail and schmutz on his fingertips as well.
Give me a 20-sider.
That is let me double check. You want that as a perception?
Yeah.
Let me that's a gotta do math. That's a 15.
He definitely looks like the practitioner here.
Okay.
But you're distracted. You don't get specific. You're distracted. He has a couple of actual alchemical symbols mixed in to the tattoos as they crawl up his arm.
Okay. Can I take a moment to identify the tattoos or identify the symbols?
It's too quick as he's sort of moving around.
Okay.
You're like, oh no! Wait, that was a real.
He's the real deal here for a minute. Okay.
Seems to be. You give him the 15, he's like, well, now things are looking a lot better. What else might you be looking for? Slides the 15, slides the 3 vials of acid across to you, pockets the 15.
You seem like a man with who is very dedicated to his craft.
You got more exotics?
The price doesn't go down with flattery. What
It's
do you
not
want?
not about flattery. I just need to know if I'm dealing with someone who knows what the hell they're talking about.
Oh, like you do.
I've had time. And
You
it
got a
does
Fair enough.
roofie?
and it
What?
does I'm looking for hawkweed, lotus petals.
You got a roofie?
Why
Potion?
why the hell would you want that?
No reason.
Ignore her for a minute, please.
Fair
I'm
enough.
one with money. Why are you
Done.
ignoring me?
I'm just going to
Hang on a second.
mm,
Just let me get a.
I'm looking for the ingredients for lockpicking gum off of my list.
That's kind of where I was trying to track it down.
Fair. Yeah, I guess it would be a lot easier if I go off of the thing I am looking for. That last ingredient is the one that I am most skeptical. I'm going to reach.
Let me think on that a minute. What else are you looking for?
I'm looking for something. I'm sure this one is basic. I'm looking for a means that I can start making more some healing salves and things like that. Our cleric has made a habit of disappearing from time to time, but I
I'm
assume
looking
that's
for kind of opposite than that.
Basic stuff.
I'm looking
Got
for
some dried
basics.
hangman tree leaves?
No. Why are you still here? He turns back to Azathan. How about I just sell you the finished deal? He
Sure.
has 3 vials
Mm-hmm.
with a light purple swirly.
Light purple swirly. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've seen that one before.
Yeah.
That is straight up basically a
Rippy.
potion of healing.
Okay, yeah. How much you want for them?
Well, 80 each.
For all? 80 each.
Each. There's war coming.
That's a hell of an upsell, friend. Keep those off to the side then. I already have.
Fine. You don't want to get hurt. He turns around just a little bit, does one of these, keeping his eye on you.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little wide-based flask
Okay.
that he sets on the counter. Have you ever seen? I'm trying to think. There are these old trip toys, basically, that you shake them, and there's like a swirly kind of gray
Mm-hmm.
and white, and it just becomes sort of like this swirly thing that you could just sit and look at. The more you move it, the more it swirls.
Mm-hmm.
This liquid does that.
Ooh. What am I looking at?
You're looking at a potion that'll cost you 200. But anyone looking at you won't see.
At all.
Nope.
He is gonna-
100% invisible.
200, you say?
Indeed.
That is useful to me.
What else are you looking for?
Wardroot gum.
Why? Why would you want that?
I seem to find myself more and more in trouble every day.
He looks square at Thea and goes, "Can't imagine why." Let me. He starts like clinking around through a bunch of stuff. He's like, I don't know. Which one does that fall under?
Wardroot gum is it's chewing gum similar to the lockpicking gum. Right above good night wine.
Um,
Because I have almost all of the ingredients for good night wine already.
Is that the same for the roofie?
That is not a roofie. No. Why are you here for roofies? Why do you
Um,
want roofies?
do you remember Azathan? Do you remember the particular thing that she took back in the chamber
Nightshade.
of the priest of the dreaming god?
It was the talisman, right?
Well, she took that particular one dose of that particular drug, and I don't have that off the top of my head. I don't remember exactly what that was called. And you took the other dose and put it in your pocket, basically.
I took the other dose.
You didn't consume it. You
Pocketed it.
Did I?
You
Weird.
did a Theo.
That is the particular. I'll find it. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, I don't even remember doing that. But all right.
Yeah, well, and it was one that we specifically sort of stepped away from.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
The powder
the
in
mushroom
the little envelope.
powder.
Yeah.
Yes, I happen to have that.
Yeah, that's what she's called. That's this roofie thing. That's what she's looking for.
Oh, the envelopes. Yeah, no. The thing I am absolutely not giving Thea. No, under no circumstances.
And I'm trying.
Oh no, I was
to-
thinking about the one from Nightshade. The liquid.
You mean the one that was supposed to try that we were supposed to deliver to that politician, but I
Yeah, that
slipped
we
and
watered down. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
No,
Oh.
no. There's none of that. I will dig up the name on that one, but there's none of that here.
Oh.
This guy's like, "Will you describe it?" And he goes, "Just poison him, and be done." You're thinking of, yeah, I was thinking you wanted either the Mordain vapor or the mushroom powder.
No.
Yeah, no.
You're looking for the one that wipes out memory.
Yes.
No.
Ugh.
If I can't get any, yeah, okay.
I need some glass vials while I'm here. Do you got some empty ones? 4?
Sure.
Do you got some drops of death root too? By any
No.
chance?
No. No.
Ah,
If I
I
give
get
you
a
these
healing
basic
potion?
vials, will you go away?
can I get a healing potion with it and then I will?
No, I sold him all the healing if he's going to buy it. I have 3. That's it.
All right. Then
And
that's
these
it.
vials will cost you 2 apiece.
2 what?
2
2 gold.
Ah,
How many do you want?
take them all.
He's got 4.
I'll take 4. So that is math. You said how
8.
many is each?
There, 8 gold in total.
That's 8 gold in
Oh,
total.
okay. Thank you.
2 times 4 is 8. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
Yes, it is.
Tell you what, you seem interested in this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Who's that directed to?
To her.
Mm.
He actually pulls out a little glass box. This is going to be expensive. And he sets it in front of you. and there's a single mushroom in there with an X on the top. Like the X is grown into the mushroom.
And what is this?
That,
Could I roll to identify that as well?
yes. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was gonna say, can I do
'Cause
investigate?
Because that's kind of my thing.
Yep.
Oh yes, I got 24.
Well, aside from that being a natural 20, that would be a nature check, so wisdom and weird. Oh no, I guess that makes sense. I would have thought that would have been wisdom. Otherwise, that would have been a 25.
Locusti fungili. Madcap mushroom.
Oh, fuck. Is that in my botanical notes?
Madcap mushroom.
I know
What is that?
exactly what that is. Ho. Ho.
What is it?
How much are you charging for that?
He asked me, not you. What is it?
How much are you charging for that?
100.
Sold.
Done and done. Pushes it across to you.
I will reach into my pouch, take out the 100, put it on the table. I'll explain what this is later and put it away. You seem to have interesting stuff. You seem to have interesting ingredients on you, friend.
How interesting do you want to be?
Let's see it.
I may go home early today.
Make everybody's day.
Let's assume I'm a man with.
That one actually got through. He does laugh at you.
Let's assume I am a man with very specific and interesting tastes. What would you happen to have on hand? I am a man who happens to find himself in danger quite a lot.
He comes up with, well, first,
Mm-hmm.
invisible.
Yep.
He also comes up with this viscous tan-looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sets one of those down. There's one that's light orange.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one that he sets up. Give me just a moment to find what. So he sets the one up that's sort of a swirly tan looking thing there,
Mm-hmm.
and then he sets one up that's downright poop colored.
Okay.
And it looks like it's got something floating in it. He's like, this is the best I've got right here.
Okay. What am I looking at here, friend? I have the invisibility.
If you need to escape, and he takes the one that's got something floating in it and gives it a little jiggle, he goes, you will get away. Well, as long as there's not a stiff breeze. Turn right into a gas and float away.
Oh. Interesting.
He points to the orange one. That one will make you strong. He points to the tan one. He goes, that'll knock somebody out.
Ooh, I want that one. How much for that one? And the invisible.
I'm charging you extra. 150.
Total?
Let me talk to the guy who knows. No, just for the tan one.
Oh.
Interesting. Gaseous form. One that'll make me strong. Knock someone out.
I got that one. That's not yours. Not yours.
It's roughly equivalent to contact poison
Mm,
that will give you the equivalent of a sleep spell.
okay, makes sense.
All you have to do is put it on a weapon. It's basically, you probably get 4 doses out of it.
Okay, makes sense. I like that. And then the invisibility. All right. Well,
So I'm just looking up.
we have the invisibility. We have gaseous form. We have strength, which our dwarf would benefit from. How much for the strength enhancer?
100 for you.
Okay. Invisibility's
This is
200.
annoying, sir.
Invisibility's 200.
Yep.
Strength is 100. Gaseous form 1.
I'll go 100.
200, 400.
I'm feeling slightly ignored here.
How about this? I buy all of them and you sell me the 3 health potions for 50 a pop. And you go home early and I get everything I want.
Well then.
That would be 550 gold in total.
$600, you have a deal. I'll give you the whole thing. And a case to carry them in.
Deal.
We're going home early. So there you go. 600, you get all of those. He has a little sign. He sets out the little sign. It says sold out.
Alright, so an invisibility potion. A potion of gaseous form. The strength potion is just potion of strength.
Yeah. It will essentially function like a strength. I don't remember the spell. It used to be called bull strength.
Hmm.
Now the real question is it still called that?
It is not.
That's really annoying. Anyway, I will get you the details of it, of what the distance, what the time and distance, etc., etc.
Okay, cool. So it was the invisibility, gaseous form, potion of strength, 3 health potions, and then she got the contact poison of sleep.
Yep. Which would be about 4 doses.
Perfect. And then I bought that, and I also got the specialty mushroom.
Yep.
That's the have that in.
That was a separate 200 on top of the 600.
200. I thought it was 100.
100. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and then that's the Locusti fungili.
It's a good day. He folds up all of his stuff, stuffs it all in the tent. You see him locking up boxes on the inside, locking up little drawers full of stuff.
Hmm.
He throws all the latches, walks out past you, says, "Good luck to you,"
Thank you.
and heads up around the corner.
Okay. I have my carrying case and all of the shit that I just bought.
You got it.
Are you done shopping, Thea?
I haven't gotten a single thing on my list except for jars and a little couple of things of vials of acid. There is nothing here that's been useful.
I would imagine that's probably going to be a continuation, because everything else on the other side appeared to have been weapons. I think our shopping trip is done.
How disappointing.
I think that's best for all of us.
There are so many things you haven't gone rooting around in.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Where else would you like to go?
Don't encourage her, Eric.
Back there.
Back where?
Here.
Ah. This lady sees you coming. My dear, you look terrible. You need to come in here right now. And she holds open the tent flap, and you see an entire tent filled with clothing, leather accessories, boots, hats, scarves. You clearly have been in the wilderness too long. Let me help you.
Thea, you look fine.
There's a giant pile of clothes off to the side of the tent, just randomly in a heap. To the other side of the tent, there's a big flat working table with totally patched leather on it and this old pair of pants, which look remarkably like the leather pants that dude down the way was wearing.
I'm good for now.
Oh, no, you're not. You need some color.
No, I think we're okay. The dude who looks even far more drab than Thea is just, no, we're good. We're alright. Wearing some fucking mushroom-covered robes.
Behind you, as you're listening to this lady tell you what your colors are and what you should be wearing, not what you're wearing, and describing leather and how she could strap some things together and it would be just perfect. Behind you, you do notice there's a little table with a little set of wooden pieces like this and a crystal ball. And then further up is looks like a giant junk heap. Well, there's a table and a tent.
And a junk heap.
And a junk heap. There's a net. You can definitely see a net. A couple of hammers. Some other random tools. There's a bowl. It's like a yard sale gone wrong.
You see anything?
Are you asking me?
Mm-hmm.
And you can
No.
100% rummage if you want.
Why not? I rummage at everything. Let me rummage through this.
So, as you're going through all of the stuff up there, the blonde lady across the way gets angry and goes back into her tent.
She seemed nice.
Is there something in particular that you're looking for? As you rummage. Yard sale.
Not generally, no. Just trying to see if there's anything that catches the eye.
You find a vest with tiny pockets.
Those tiny pockets are not useful for your klepto.
There's a book on etiquette.
That could be useful.
And as you pick it up, a flattened 4-leaf clover falls out.
Well, that's lucky.
Not for the clover.
I'm going to look more into the etiquette book.
It's completely out of date.
Huh.
Even you recognize, like, people don't do that. Is this written by my grandmother?
I don't have etiquette, and even I know we don't do that.
Right.
That's accurate. Oh, man.
Uh,
You find an etched rat's head.
like etched with like a symbol.
No, just etched.
Oh,
Piece of wood.
oh. Uh. Nothing there that would scream of like value, not in terms of like riches, but in like endearment, would there?
I'm sure it was all very dear to somebody at some point.
All right, Zia's gonna move on.
Okay. There's nothing really else out in there. You start headed out
Oh.
into the woods out in that direction.
No.
There is across the way from where you are. As then is completely right.
Oh, hey.
That is all sorts of weapons. Big time.
We
Oh,
don't
what's
need.
the one with the treasure chest?
We
And
don't.
as you walk by, you see this lady come out,
Mm.
and she watches you as you go by. She is a stout 3'8", tall and wide.
Mm.
She looks absolutely brutal. And you have no doubt those weapons are all hers.
We don't need weapons. We are well equipped. We don't need weapons. We don't need weapons. We don't need weapons.
There's a Fletcher,
Don't need arrows.
and in between is the moneylender.
Don't need money. Sorry, I moved Thea. Just gonna put her back.
You can also exchange coins there if you need other coins from other realms. But there's a small fee.
What is
I'm
this?
good for now.
What is this? The airport? No, we're good.
It all depends on how bad you need the money.
Yeah, we don't need the money. Let's go.
Well, this shopping trip's turning out to be a bust.
For you, maybe.
Like, ugh.
Listen, Thea, you just have to know how to talk to people and then not drag me into the shit.
Want
And
some wine and cheese before we leave?
yeah, I think that would be nice, actually.
Back for more already.
Just gonna get some for the road.
Oh, leaving so soon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're just coming into the dinner rush, and perhaps there could be other.
I don't like people.
Oh. Of any particular skill
We
sets?
don't like people.
I like certain people.
You don't like people. Otherwise, you wouldn't have drugged me here.
Well, I mean, it all depends on what kind of people you like and
Wine, cheese.
what you want them to do
Wine,
with
cheese.
With no, not looking for that.
Are you sure?
Yes. We are positive. We are here for wine, cheese, and leave.
And he's paying this time.
Oh yeah, I'll pay for your idea, sure.
Okay, so it's probably going to be like another 10 or 15 gold. You can have you actually have a really, really nice. I mean, the wine is really good. You don't know how the hell this guy managed to get it out here in the middle of the woods.
I am going to. I am out of gold. I have silver. I will pay the man the silver. This was the worst idea ever. I. So when we go back, we're going to talk to the cleric whenever he reappears. And you and I are going to have the conversation about that bounty on the way back.
Yes, and how we're going to,
No, how we're not going to do that. And how I'm going to clout Elsbeth over the head.
I mean, that would be interesting.
That is not to try and... no, that's not to do for the bounty.
She can pay us protector fees to not rat her out.
No, we're not going to rival our friends as a protection racket.
You just really don't have any fun.
I have plenty of fun. Most of that fun does not involve selling our friends to the underworld.
This is not to the underworld.
I pay for our food and we leave.
Wait, did you say Elsbeth's name out loud in that conversation?
No, that was away. No, we're going to leave, and then we have this conversation quietly. But that was as an aside because the DM was on mute dealing with things.
So, as you're headed out, I would like each of you to do a perception roll for me. Please.
Oh, we're absolutely going to be followed. Yeah.
But luck is on my side. I got 19 plus 7. So 16. 26.
Math is hard.
Killing it.
Oh.
22.
You're right. You're absolutely being followed.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of figured as much. See, and don't even really need to guess. It's by that woman with the blue hair, isn't it?
You don't see that person.
Who do I see?
Some random scruffy looking dude who's clearly not very good at his job.
Can I perceive someone else? Like other people in the shadows? No?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to wrap an arm around Thea. So we both know we're being followed, right?
Yes.
I say we walk a couple miles out. Let him follow us, and don't let to him know that we know he's following us.
Because you know that I know that you know.
We can't let on that we know that he's following us. So we take him a couple miles out and then deal with him.
I mean, that's fine. So wait, you have problems with slaves, but you're just going to kill some guy doing his job?
His job his job is to follow us. He's being paid. He's not He's not an intern, all right? He is paid for his work and not sold there involuntarily. Of course I have an issue with slavery. Why would I not have... What? Not the point. Look, we need to take him out of the way and deal with him and lead him away from where we need to go.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay. So we do that, DM.
We could use your invisibility spell that totally haunted trail. Just fuck with him. A little slice here, a little slice there. You never know where it's gonna show up.
I have other ideas, but that's okay. So.
All right.
Yep.
So you're traveling along.
Mm-hmm.
thumb roll. Give me another perception roll.
That's a
Ew.
natural 20.
This guy's really good, and you're like, no, I can still see you, dude. But it was a very. You're like, oh, he got better all of a sudden.
Oh,
But he is not getting anywhere close to you. He is staying way far away.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not even like. He's barely in bow range.
Okay, so he's keeping his distance.
Yeah, he's not interested in having contact with you at all.
So the moment we disappear, he's gonna run and turn tail. So we need to lose him.
So here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have direction sense or something like that?
Let me double check.
Or Thea, do you?
What would that fall under?
That would just be an ability.
Oh.
Let's just call it.
I'm the observant. Like, I have that, but
Call it a wisdom check for Thea.
Yeah, I have keen senses.
Wisdom is not the greatest.
Call it a wisdom check for both of you.
Ugh.
Yeah, that is okay.
4.
That is going to be a 14.
So you're really good at spotting this guy,
Mm-hmm.
but you suddenly realize that you don't know which direction to go to get back where you were. You didn't actually walk here. You don't know where you are. And Thea is clearly focused on this dude. Has no idea which direction she's even going.
Okay.
Around and round and never to go.
Stop. Stay here. I'm going to get a bird's eye view of this.
We gonna peck him to death?
No, I'm going to see which way back towards the city and where we need to go.
Alright.
Okay?
Stay here and hide. You know, do the thing you're really, really good at.
Hey, I have not been hiding the last couple of times. I don't know why you're still giving
Bird.
me that rep.
He doesn't
Stupid
even
bird.
finish listening to you. Bird.
I gave her the bird and I'm up.
Okay. As you fly up,
Mm-hmm.
you realize that you are pretty deep into the woods. You're probably a good few hours south and west of the gate itself.
Okay.
In the foothills, in the trees. You're deep in the trees. It would take you probably all morning and or all afternoon / evening to walk here and walk back from the gate. They're not eager to be close to all that up there,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not so far away that you can't get there.
Sure.
So now that you can see where you're going, you're like, oh, okay. So if I basically cut east for say an hour-ish walk, you get back out onto the main trail and
And then can follow along.
you're straight back to Nolzar's Gate.
Okay. I will retain that. So I just need to go east back to the road. And then, okay. Return without dropping down below the canopy. Did Thea disappear, or is Thea still standing there arguing with the sky?
I don't know. Did you try to hide? Or are you just standing there with your arms crossed like jerk?
That's what Thea's doing.
Somehow I kind of thought that might be.
Yeah. I'm gonna land on her head.
Goddamn bird! Oh, epidemic! Damn. Bad bird. Bad bird.
She can be taught.
Goddamn birds. I mean, Azathan, damn it. Oh, man. Just gonna hop off her head and turn back into myself. You didn't go and hide. Were you just gonna stand here and pout the whole time, or?
Hadn't decided yet.
Okay, so we have Dipshit, who is following us, but doesn't want to get close to us. I know where we need to go home. So here is the plan, and I'm going to speak quietly, specifically. We're going to go south for a little while, or we're going to go west for a little while, disappear, and then head the correct direction to try and throw him off our trail. Okay?
Let's see if it works.
We're going to try and make it work.
Okay.
So yeah, the camp is back south. It shouldn't take us that long. West, not south. West. It shouldn't take us long to get there. And this is speaking specifically loudly so this guy can hear.
Via's just still gonna mumble that we still gonna get lost.
No, we won't. We'll be fine.
We really use that ride to that temple now.
We're gonna start going west.
I'm starting to see my characters going a little bit more evil and evil as like days go on. Not quite cool.
Pure entertainment value. How are you going to disappear?
I have shit.
Is
Hold
all the trees and everything, is it thick enough that like you can hide in the trees and like maneuver around? Because like I have acrobatics and stuff like that, so I'd be able to go up and hide in there. Would that allow me?
I'm sure you could try.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
And I want to see if I can sneak back.
Do an acrobatics roll.
Ooh. Nice. 22.
As it then, you look to the side, and all of a sudden, Thea just goes bing, 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 up into a tree.
See, this would have been useful to do a little while ago. Also, really good to know you can do that. I am going to just dip around a corner, or dip around a larger tree, and just move off the main path. And I guess I'm going to try and hide and see if this guy passes us. So, what would you want me to roll? Stealth for that?
Roll a perception for me.
Yeesh. That one is a 14, unfortunately. Let me just double
You don't
check.
see him.
How about me?
Ooh, wait, hold on. Let me double check something real quick.
Shelby, roll a perception as well.
19.
You don't see him either. Not even from your vantage point.
Oh. Neat. Let me... Okay. That's weird. Alright.
Oh, I also have the Mask of the Wild because I'm an elf, so I do get to hide a little bit easier where we're at right now.
I apologize. You said... Well, you said... What was Shelby's?
19.
Oh, yeah, then it wouldn't matter. Okay.
You don't see... Neither of you see him. Now, you have effectively ducked around the tree, scampered up into the tree. You don't see him.
I'm gonna wait a little bit. Keep hidden. And listen.
All right. Give me a listen roll.
That's much better.
Oh, natural 20.
And that's a 24 for me.
You believe you hear footsteps, but they are distant,
Coming closer or further away?
further away.
Okay. Just hang out here for a little bit. I'm gonna.
Retreating, in fact.
Okay. I'm gonna motion to Shelby, just to, or not to Shelby, to Thea. Hang on. Just wait. Just wait. We really
If I
need.
could go.
We really need telepathy. Dude, wait, is that in my? No, it's not in mine. That would be really fucking dope. I need message. That's what I should take at my next. Yeah, alright. Do I? I have to remember how spells work for druids. That's okay. Just wait a little bit longer.
I'm gonna stealthily start just looking around.
Yep.
And seeing where we're at up in the trees.
You've moved further away from where it was that you are actually trying to get. You've moved closer into the foothills. You're moving towards the mountain range. If
Nothing
this guy
really.
was there, he's gone.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
get out of the tree.
Okay.
Oh. That was not to Essethan, that was to a child.
No, that was to a dog.
Oh, well, same thing.
Same.
So, as Thea comes down, Essethan will, like, wave her over off of the road. I think we lost her tail, which is good. Which I hope. I knew we were gonna get followed. Welcome back.
Back. What'd I miss?
Nothing.
Oh.
No, you guys are basically, you've reached a point where you can scamper off to whichever direction you want to go.
I think we lost our tail. Did you see him from anywhere up there?
No.
Because I can't hear him anymore.
It sounded like someone was moving away.
Mm.
But I did not hear of others.
Yeah, I think we lost him when that he just either left or, well, he's not on us anymore.
It seems too easy.
Then we should be very careful moving forward. We need to put real distance between us and this place.
Okay.
Stealthily if possible. I can't fly anymore today, unfortunately. I need to actually, hold on. Actually, would you say that at some point in time a short rest has passed? Enough time for a short rest has passed between our waiting and hiding?
No.
Okay. Shit. Short rest isn't too terribly long.
It's like 4 hours.
I thought that was 8. Yeah, short rest. Oh, really? Is it 4 hours?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Fair enough.
Hang on.
Because I know
see if we can find it.
I know long rest is 8. I don't do short rests very often.
I don't either.
You should. You're a warlock. You have levels in that now.
True.
And all their stuff works on short rests.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
huh. I gotta look more into that.
Mm-hmm.
Short rest. C. Resting. Super.
Resting. C. Actions.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh, silly me. It's on the page that I have a tab that says resting.
Never hurts to double check.
Short rest is a period of downtime at least an hour long while you do nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, or tending to wounds.
Okay, then no. Because these have been relatively active, moving and hiding and listening.
Yep.
Okay. But it's about a...
It's going to take you well into darkness to get anywhere else that you're trying to go.
Okay.
So where are you headed?
We need to head back to camp.
Which
Uh,
Well, back to... We need to head back east towards the gate and back towards the others.
Okay. So theater of the mind bit right here.
Sure.
If the city is here,
Yep.
and you're looking at it on a map.
Yep.
Wait, I have a map.
You do.
If I remember correctly.
I am relatively sure that you do.
Let's switch. Hey. And I will now have color. Not that that matters a whole lot to you. So the trees and the foothills, can you see the map?
Yes,
Up
I
on
can.
The trees and the foothills, you guys are... Well, that's not working out. Let's try that again. You guys are down here,
Okay.
okay? And when you started trying to hide, you basically went this way,
Yep.
okay? Um, the Golden Circle Grove is essentially out there,
Okay.
and the ye, ye old Temple of the Willing being right underneath that, basically,
Mm-hmm.
is over that way as well.
Okay.
Where you were, the direction you came, when you went into the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
you were basically up here in that direction. When you came back down, you essentially snuck through here and headed out around the city like this. This part being perilous because there were a lot of people there. But that's where you could steer essentially clear relatively easily, but you could see, because that leads up to the gate itself, that leads up into the pass. You could see where people were gearing up in that area specifically. You're not certain you'd be able to get back through that area at this point undetected. Maybe at night.
I guess we would have to risk it at night.
Or conceivably take the extra long route and go all the way around like this. However, all of this area out here
Mm-hmm.
are all of those caravans that were basically backed up at the gate because they were trying to get through. That's a huge amount of people. And just beyond them is the front edge of the Azinthian Guard. The
So,
military unit is essentially parked out there.
so we either tango with a bunch of people we don't know and the military, or we wait for nighttime and try to cross a very small section of the road that is likely highly populated with what? Other merchants? And I'm sorry.
Well, if there's going to be an attack from the other side of the mountains, they'll probably come through the pass.
Oh, so that's a fortified.
They're working to fortify that. Yes. So there are a lot of back and forth trips happening with people setting up fortifications there. The problem being that all those buildings right there are outside the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the civilian population is being cleared out.
I still say nightfall.
By nightfall, I'll live at least. You are particularly sneaky, so you'll have a better chance at being able to actually sneak through those
Oh, I'm
areas.
sorry. Did you not just get a potion that will help you sneak right through?
I don't want to waste it so quickly, especially since we're going to wait that long.
It's only one. You get one shot. That's it.
Yep. And with that, you can't do anything, or else the invisibility disappears. I'd be much.
You can't attack.
I can't attack, and I can't do most actions without it breaking the invisibility. Since we'll have some time to wait, I'll be able to regain my abilities to transform, which means you can sneak, since that is something you are excellent at, and it'll be much easier for both of us to get through without getting caught.
Sounds good.
I think that it would be, even though it's higher risk in a much smaller area, if we wait till night, we take our time. I think that's the safer option than trying to go through a bunch of angry wagons and an entire military unit. I don't want
Imagine
to
the things we'll find.
No. No, your kleptomania has caused enough difficulties for us today. I don't think we need any more nonsense. We just need to get
I
back
have not
to the others.
stolen a single thing today. I'll have you know.
Yes, you haven't stolen anything. You've just unleashed a horror on the world.
No.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. That was this morning.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
this morning.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't have breakfast in me yet.
So, oh, you didn't have breakfast, so
you know you're not you when you're hangry.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't have your fucking oats and cereal this morning, so you unleashed an apocalypse on the world. I'll remember that going forward.
There's nothing apocalyptic going on there.
Everything about this has been apocalyptic.
Not
No.
yet.
What do you mean, not yet? Oh, the world is just actively being undermined, and there's this cult that's trying to unshackle their god and break the fabric of reality. No big deal. That's every Saturday. We call that Tuesday. Now, their god is free, and all of a sudden, that's just no big deal. No. No, no, no. No, this is apocalyptic. I know better. Thea doesn't. So, we would...
Are you attempting to go back to your hideout?
Yes. You're attempting to go back to the hideout.
Thea, are you attempting to go back to your hideout? Or are you just going to...
I'll just go with the flow.
Okay. You realize you still have a very heavy backpack.
Oh, yes. And I learned my lesson that I'm scared of losing all my possessions all at once. Yes, we need to make a pit stop.
Every
And better yet,
time... Every
You'll
time...
be able to make sure no one's following us. Wouldn't that make you feel better?
No, Because every time we've made a pit stop for you, bad things have happened.
Well, what more could happen?
I don't want to find out.
Well, I got things I need to put down, and I'm putting it in a safe spot. So,
Are you going back there?
yes.
Okay.
I will escort her back.
So easy peasy trip. You get across there, no problems. You sneak around the grove. You get back to the secret entrance. You clamber on up. You get back inside the temple. And it is super quiet. There is nothing going on there. There's nobody home.
We have gone the opposite way of the gate.
Yep.
I need to put some things down.
What part of this was a good idea in the first place? How often do you think we're gonna come back here?
Well, I mean, it's central. It's right before the mountain pass.
It's not central to shit.
But it's not supposed to be easy to get to either.
Go on. The sooner you drop your shit off, the sooner we can go back.
All right, I'm gonna drop off some gold bars.
She clanks down a whole thing of gold bars.
We swung by you this morning to pick those up and you didn't even use them.
No, because I got gypped because someone bought everything out from underneath me.
It's still usable.
I went there to spend, and I got nothing.
It's because there was nothing to buy.
Highly disappointing.
Be disappointed in the poor selection of the fucking slave market you drug us to. Which, when I thought you said, oh, I found a market, I thought you found some market that was set up in the wagons. Not, oh, hey, here's a criminal slave market that we're going to go
I
and take
told
our
you it was
Sunday
illegal.
shopping.
That's why I said the others couldn't come. Who knew that you have a conscience that you just all of a sudden grew out of nowhere?
I've always had a conscience.
Bullshit!
Listen, I'm not about robbing temples, and I'm not about slavery. I'm pretty lax on most things because I don't really care about people, but come on.
I mean, you technically stole from the current temple thing that we're at.
No,
So
I did
what are you
not.
talking about?
What did
You
I
got
take?
that mushroom powder that knocked me out.
Not a temple.
No, it was just a temple that was used for a bunch of different religions.
Not a temple. Spa.
First off, no, where we were was the temple part. They even had an altar.
I mean, yes, there was a temple.
We got the shiny
attached to
gems
it.
out of there, remember?
No,
yeah, that was an altar.
You got the shiny gems. I don't have
That's
gems.
me. Something got it too.
As I did not.
Well, that's not our fault.
No, we do not go. Just put your shit down and let's go. I didn't argue this much with my wife. Jesus. There is no God.
No, there's gods. There's plural, I found.
I know, and that's the worst part. All of them are completely useless.
She holds up a fistful of holy symbols. There's a bunch.
I know. This is why I don't worship gods. They're all fucking useless. All of them. Every single one of them.
I don't know. This one's the one I saw. I guess
That's
it's
not
really
a god!
No, he packs quite a punch.
Not a god! Pretty close. Not a god we want to affiliate with. Oh, gods. I miss my wife.
I'm going to put down 3 of them. I'm going to keep one of my gold bars.
Okay. Why?
Because you never know when you need to buy something in bulk.
Like you're gonna go to Sam's Club. Look, I got a year's supply of jarred pickles.
No, but I might find something that I need to buy quickly.
What are you going to buy in bulk that requires a gold bar's worth of money?
Okay, it might be more exotic than in bulk, but you know what? Quality over quantity.
You know what?
I have not gotten a single thing off of my stupid shopping list. Clearly, I'm still shopping. I picked up 4 gold bars to go shopping, and I got nothing.
You did get your acid and you did get your glass vials.
It's not a successful trip. Not a successful trip at all.
Oh my god. So, are you happy? Have we dropped everything off?
I'm also gonna drop off some daggers and stuff like that because I got some duplicates.
Okay. Pare down the list. Get yourself squared away, ready to rock and roll. And next week, we'll get the band back together, and we'll see what happens next. Now that you're all resupplied and ready to go.
This is bullshit. I blame you, Shelby.
I don't know why.
I just wanted to go. I wanted to buy some health potions, and then everything went horribly, horribly wrong.
I won 15 copper. The highlight of my trip.
The true fucking winner of this entire endeavor.
Cheated the cheater. All right, are we good?
And